a few moments, just kind of introduce yourself to the audience, and would love to hear the journey that really took you to the seat that you're on today.
Gladly. So first of all, Brandon, I just want to say that I'm certainly honored to be with you today. And normally I have to say that I'm on the other side of a podcast, usually listening in my truck with my wife, which tends to be true crime stories. But what makes it a little bit weird for me is that on occasion I catch her out of the corner of my eye taking notes. So you're the therapist. So I may come back to you at a point later on in life to say, should I be concerned? Yes or no? But,
absolutely.
Yeah. But my journey, I feel, is somewhat typical in a way. I started at the University of Toledo. I'll kind of walk through there. I decided I was going to do a 2+2 program, go get my associate's degree, and then go get my bachelor's degree, just to kind of feel things out. Maybe a semester or two in, I went to a job fair, and as you can imagine, my resume was incredible. It was bag boy, produce department, and grill cook. And I met a gentleman that turned out to be the vice president of engineering from a local food powerhouse. And I listened to what he had to say. And as I was handing it to him and was listening to the spiel, I was trying to take the resume back because I just couldn't picture myself within that company. I just, was really kind of the unknown. And that kind of launched me. So I went to work for them while I was finishing up school. I got myself certified as a fluid power specialist. I left there and went to a manufacturer that was in the fluid power space. And I did that for a couple of years. I think it was 3 years. And what I learned about that job is that I don't like being in the office from 8 to 5. So that was actually a little bit of a defining moment for me. Like, okay, I need to go maybe in a different direction with my career. I like engineering. I didn't know at the time that I was going to love sales, but that led me to the company that I'm with today with Motion, and I've been there for 25 and a half years now. And as you are well aware, I can be just a tad bit sarcastic on occasion. And I got a phone call late at night, and the gentleman was from Motion and said, "Hey, how's it going, man?" Real animated. And I remember saying, "Great, you got any openings?" And one thing led to another, and I met their regional manager. And it was pretty exciting because my dad worked for a company for 30 plus years. And going into college, I felt like I was probably going to have to change jobs and roles several times in companies, to kind of further my appetite for growth. And when I came to this company, I could see a path where there were a lot of options. But so one of the first lessons, if you will, that I learned was there's value in putting some time into each role that you wind up in. And, it's beneficial as you move forward, with the company. So I've done everything from, I started as a technical support person in the field. And then I had that manager show up out of the clear blue, the same guy that hired me, and said, "Good news, you're going to start as a manager in 2 weeks." And I said, "No, I'm not." And he said, "Yeah, you are." And I said, "No, I really like being technical. I'm not so sure that, I'm a manager material." And he very politely and professionally and jokingly said, "I don't remember asking." And I used to thank him every time I would see him, because it was the best thing that could have happened to me to step outside of my comfort zone. And that launched me into field management for the company. And then later on, I morphed into corporate accounts. So I got to see what the other side is like. And that was very beneficial. And then had the good fortune of running a division and that was very demanding. That was less strategic and more tactical. But I think my heart was pulling me more towards the strategic side of the business. But I can be very tactical for sure. So learned a lot. And then I wound up in the group vice president role a couple of years ago, and it's just been an amazing journey so far.